Okay, we're here. Hold up. Okay, we're back. Whew, welcome back to the Maritime Report. Giving you live play-by-play and reactions to the Mariners versus Rangers series finale. And by series finale, I mean, God, just please win something. Mariners are in the middle of a 4-game losing streak, all of them by 1 run. In regulation or extras. Last night's game, just a quick recap. Things got off to a very hot start with Brendan Donovan getting a leadoff home run on the very first pitch of the game. And then Cal Raleigh had an RBI single, but it was not enough as the Rangers would rattle off another RBI double, thanks to Brendan Donovan error at third, and Higashioka 2-run home run to give the Rangers the lead, which they would not relinquish. Mariners quite a few times had runners on base and some in scoring position, but we could not capitalize once again, as our hitting has now gone down to one easily bottom 5 in batting average. Certainly is not ideal. A not ideal start for the Mariners, as we dropped to 4-8 on the season, with a big series against the Astros coming up at home, mind you. Our pitching has still looked solid, and we're getting hopefully a good start from our best pitcher, Brian Wu, today. And yeah, this is the first game I'd say is relatively early. It'll start at 11:35 Pacific Standard Time, 2:35 Eastern. But yeah, we will see how this shakes up. Hopefully we can end the series off on a strong note with a win and some good momentum. What I have a feeling could happen is we'll rattle off a lot of runs in this game alone, trying to make up for all the games we've lost by 1-1, which I don't want to have happen. I want to have average run production over every single game and not have it all culminate in the final game of the series. All right. Game should start in about 5 minutes. I say should start in about 5 minutes. There we go. So, our hitting needs to do better. We gotta produce when we have runners on base. We cannot make careless mistakes on defense. All right. Mariners are still in Arlington, Texas against the Texas Rangers, who've been looking pretty good so far. Um, we normally do well against the Rangers on the road, but the last two games were just not good enough. In the first game, just to recap, Cal Raleigh had his first home run of the season, a solo shot, but that was not enough. Yesterday, Raleigh had an RBI single to score one run, but we gave up a two-run home run to Higashioka. Our pitching, yes, Brian Wu, who has not recorded a win or a loss yet, but has struck out 15 batters and only walked two of them. And when teams are down, usually they stay down when Wu is on the mound. And last time he was on against the Angels, he pitched 7 scoreless. Going up against Mackenzie Gore, he's had 16 strikeouts against 11.1 innings this season. This is his first season as a Ranger. He's got a really good curveball whiff rate. And unfortunately, Victor Robles has been placed on 10-day IL. And Carlos Vargas is now at 60-day IL. That's not good. Connor Joe has been called up from Tacoma. He's starting at first base today in place of Josh Naylor, and he'll be batting 8th in the lineup. Victor Robles seems to have torn a pec throwing. So, unfortunately, right field is going to be stuck with Luke Raley for the foreseeable future. Just a shame he was not healthy at all last season until we needed him. And unfortunately, it's happening again. Connor Joe, I have absolutely no idea who he is. He was just called up from Tacoma. But we'll see. He was hitting well in spring training. Sorry about that. All right, if you really do enjoy these Mariners play-by-play streams, be sure to give me a like and subscribe. I do appreciate all the love and support that I receive through these streams as I make no money off ads, no money off sponsorships. I'm doing this just as a hobby. I'm doing it because I just love my team. So thank you very much. It's still a commercial break. Um, oh yes, the Masters at Augusta National starts tomorrow. Will Rory McIlroy repeat? Honestly, I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Well, you know who's not winning it? Tiger. Blue skies. Looks like a pretty warm day in Arlington, Texas. Roof is staying closed. Interesting. So, our lineup is going to be Refsnyder, Raleigh, Rodriguez, Rosarena, Donovan, Garver at catcher. Oh, Cal's DHing. Crawford, Joe, and Young. Connor Joe making a Mariners debut. And no Josh Naylor. And the Rangers will take the field on defense. Mackenzie Gore. He's played 30 games last season. I don't know for what team. However, he has a really good curveball. As far as I know. But he's a pretty good varying pitch. We just have to be ready for whatever comes our way. Our hitting needs to be more consistent. We don't need the leadoff runs. We just need to get on base. And we need to get on base quickly. How are you doing this mid morning, almost noon time? It is currently a sunny day where I'm at. Little bit of clouds in the sky. All right. We'll see what happens with a little bit of a lineup change. Rob Refsnyder. Normally our DH, he's not. Raleigh's going to be DHing possibly, I think, for the first time this season. Nevertheless, Refsnyder is our leadoff hitter. And we'll look at strike one, 96-mile-an-hour fastball right at the very top of the zone. So far, Rob Refsnyder, yeah, he's probably not DH for a reason. He's over 13. And he checks a swing, and he did go. So we're already behind the count off 2 pitches. We cannot lose this game by 1 run again. We cannot have a very close loss. We cannot stay competitive and yet have barely any offense. Next pitch is in the dirt. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Refsnyder. A little bit outside. Even count. So far, we've had 10 hits that resulted in 3 runs. They've had 13 hits resulting in 5 runs. The 2-2. And this is throttled into right field, pulled left. Barely foul by just a foot. And that was going far. Had that been like a foot to the right, that would have been a home run easily. Mariners not doing so hot with runners in scoring position in this series. Next pitch up high. Full count for Rob. I hope your guys' day is all right. Yeah, it's 11:41 a.m. currently where I'm at. The 3-2 pitch to Refsnyder is just hits the zone, but it's a called ball. Refsnyder is on base after ball 4. Up to bat is Cal Raleigh, who is our designated hitter for today. He's had 1 home run in the first game against the Rangers off of Jacob deGrom. First pitch to Raleigh is a little bit inside. Next pitch, swing and a miss. As you can see, I'm kind of fiddling around with a baton right here. The 1-1 pitch, swing, misses. Another swinging strike. It's a baton, but I guess I could also use it as, Wingardium Leviosa sort of thing. All right, 1-2. Hopefully this is just a little outside. Oh, he looked at it. A 97 strikeout looking for Raleigh. Oh. I think he was trying to hope that it was a changeup. But it's not meant to be. Julio, now coming up. First pitch is up high. Ball 1. All right, the 1-0 to Julio. Oh, swing and a miss. It was a changeup. I'm still dealing with there's a lingering cold, but I have been getting better. The 1-1 to Julio is low. 2-1. Come on, just knock it out of here. Come on, Julio. Let's get some production with a runner on base. 2-1. There's a ball low. Julio's ahead of the count. It's a 3-1. Gore has a really good curveball from what I can ascertain. It's really slow. Nearly looks like a changeup, but it could go in the zone at any time. Oh. Mariners reach. It's another ball 4, and it was at the top left of the zone. It was called a ball. Rangers do not challenge. 2 on base, 1 runner in scoring position, 1 out, and up comes Randy Arozarena, hitting 4th for the first time this season. All right, first pitch to Arozarena, strike 1, called strike. It could have been a check swing. He probably would have gotten it, but oh well. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Randy. Oh, swing and a miss. It was at the top of the zone, too. So the Mariners are shown to be pretty darn aggressive at the plate. However, our whiff rate is just off the charts. Fastball low. And a step off. So, in the last game, he did not reach base for the first time this season. Check swing, and he didn't go. Two balls, two strikes, and he looks at strike three. So 2 strikeouts already for Gore. And we're about to strand 2. As our number 5 hitter is, I think it might be Garver. Oh no, Donovan. Donovan's hitting third. Had a leadoff home run last night. So far, he's been our best hitter. However, at third base, he's questionable, as he's made quite a few errors, including, I would say, basically the game-losing error that put guys on base when we really couldn't afford to. And he looks at ball one. The 1-0. Strike one. Looking. So as people were still trying to get to their seats, he rattled off a home run on the first pitch. And I thought that was really going to get our offense going. But no. The 1-1 fouls off. All right. We're probably going to be resting Naylor for this next series. Next pitch also fouled off. The 1-2 is swing and a miss. A 97-mile-an-hour strikeout for Donovan. We strand 2, just like that. We strand 2, they both walked, but no run production. That's the story of our life. Already 3 strikeouts for the Mariners. All right. I know we might have one viewer in here. Has your day started off well? I hope it has. If it starts out good, then hopefully it stays good. That's what usually happens. And with the change of the season, it's getting warmer and sunnier. People's moods tend to shift. That hopefully, like, that winter seasonal depression is like going away. Mm. All right. So, Nimmo, Langford, Seager, Berger, Peterson, Carter, Jansen, Josh Smith, and Duran. Somewhat of a similar lineup to yesterday. At least I think their first 5 hitters are the same. And then Duran. but they got to go against Bryan Woo. Making his third start, has pitched 15 innings, only giving up 2 runs and has struck out 15. Last time he was at the mound, he pitched 7 scoreless innings. The first pitch to Nimmo is up high, but in the zone, called strike. The 0-1 is going to be fouled off. So from what I noticed yesterday, they got some connections on bats, but quite a few times we were able to ground them out or fly them out for some quick innings and low pitch count for Kirby. What I would prefer is more of a good strikeout rate. And with Woo on the mound, that should hopefully be good. The 0-2, and it's a broken bat, and it's a really slow ball, and Nimmo actually reaches. So already a leadoff single, and it's an infield single. Is a breaking bat, and it was a very slow roll over to third. All right, Langford is now up. We'll look at ball 1. All right. The 1-0. And it's right down the line. It's going to be foul. The 1-1. And it's a deep shot to right field. Looks like good throw. Or actually, yes, he's going to be a fly out to right field. Ref Snyder is playing right. Okay, that's good to know. Good morning, go M's. Hell yeah. What up, KJ7779? Your day been going all right? Whoops. All right. Corey Seager. I almost said Kyle Seager. Not kidding you. The former Mariner. First pitch fastball outside the zone. The 1-0 to Seager is going to be a line drive to deep right center field. Julio's right there to make the catch. And we'll keep Nimmo at first. 2 outs, 1 on. Up comes Berger. Jake Berger. I think is the first name Jake, or is it? I always want to say Daniel Berger, but that's not. I don't think that's his name. I think it's just someone. That's just someone I know that has a very similar last name. So far, glad you're doing this. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I was right. His name is Jake Berger. Strike 1. Swinging. Yeah. Honestly, I was debating whether or not to actually stream today because I don't know how many people would really tune in because it's right in the middle of the workday. Oh no, Jake Berger is going to launch this one deep left field, and it's going to be back at the warning track. Yes! Woo! Right at the warning track, and Randy is right there to make the catch. Mariners due up for the top of the second. Yeah, yes, because it's right in the middle of the workday. and right in the middle of the school day as well. Um, so honestly, it was kind of a crapshoot, but I decided to go with it anyway. Next stream, I plan to be hopefully streaming the entire series with the Astros. It's going to be a big one. Hopefully we can do better at home. All right. Not much to really talk about. Just a commercial break. Excuse me. Looks like my camera's better, thankfully. What is that? So the Rangers have a 9-layer dip for sale. What? $40 for a 9-layer dip. It's like a rally. It's like looks like a big sombrero. Wow, that's wild. Anyways, 2 balls make that 3 balls for Mitch Garver, who is I don't think this is his first start, but he hasn't really done a lot of hitting. But he's playing catcher today. He will look at strike 1. All right. The 3-1 to Garver is going to be it's sliding. He's sliding grab by third, throws to first, he's out. It nearly got away from him too. Had it gone away from him, Garver would have easily been on base, but little 3-hop over to third and a quick throw to get him out first. J.P. Crawford is coming up. And the first pitch to Crawford is going to be a line drive to center field. Immediately caught. Already we're at 2 outs. And now up to bat is Connor Joe, who we just called up from Tacoma, in for the injured Victor Robles. And we'll look at strike 1. The only other person doing this, Northwest Fanatics or something, spend way too much time dissing the umps and the players. As a former professional umpire, I find it very disheartening. Yeah. I feel sorry for that. Let me ask you something. As a former ump, what do you think of this ABS challenge and like a lot of the overturned calls, like what that could do to the ump's image? I'm curious. And we'll look at ball 1 low. I understand umpiring is just a really tough job in general, and you got to make these very split decisions at the plate. Low, ball 2. But sometimes when calls are challenged and they're like extremely obvious calls that get overturned, I don't know if that kind of does make the umps look bad. But at the same time, it's a very new system. I don't know. I don't want to diss the umps too much, but it's a part of. It's not dissing the umps, but just looking at umpiring. It's just a part of the game. The 3-2 to Joe, swing and a miss, and we're out. So Mariners scoreless yet again. Hopefully, we can keep the Rangers doing that as well. Mhm. Hmm. Hmm. I wish that more people realize just how hard the job is more than just a BS. Just ABS. Oh, okay. It is. And it does seem to suck when umpiring really just makes or breaks the or it's a key point or just a key contributor to the game when it's the players that should be. Woo, first pitch, 95, strike one, looking. I don't think I could ever umpire, honestly. Just knowing that the game at any point could rest on your shoulders, and it's a lot, and it's a fly out to Randy, catch, out number one. Another fly ball out. Woo's pitch count is at 12. You know what else is 12? That's right. Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks. All right. Evan Carter. Honestly, I streamed last night. I completely forget if Carter played yesterday. Looks at strike one. I couldn't umpire because the game could rest on you at any point, and any decision you make could be the game winning. A challenge from Garver, called ball. And it is overturned. It is called and is a strike. All right, the 0-2. Ooh, up up high. I thought it kind of hit him for a second. It didn't. 1-2. Up high again. Ball 2. All right, the 2-2. Oh, it's going to be line to center field, and Julio runs and gets it out number 2. It was a line drive to center. Luckily, Julio was right there. He wasn't right there. He had to run a little closer to left field in order to get it. But up next is Jansen. Danny Jansen. I know he didn't play last night. The first pitch to him is popped up into foul territory, and Connor Joe runs into it and catches it in foul territory. Woo's pitch count is at 17. Actually, I think it might be 18 now. I don't know. But the Rangers are still held scoreless through 2. Top of the third coming up. All right. Due up is Young, Ref Snyder, Raleigh. Young's been pretty good all around. Hopefully he can just get on base. I mean, I'm glad you were doing this. I wish you could do all M's games. I wish I could. No. Doing 162 games a year, that can really. That could seriously drain someone. I wish I could. I can't. Mainly because I do have stuff outside of this. And also some games I feel like could be just unfeasible. Unfeasible to do. Such as like earlier games at like possibly 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pacific time. All right. You looked at strike 1. Young fouled. Yeah. Thank you very much, man. Glad you're tuning in. All right, 0-2 to Young, up high. Yeah. The 1-2. Oh, it was low. Ball 2. Even count. All right, the 2-2 pitch. So just outside the zone, full count for Cole Young. Interestingly, the roof in Arlington is closed. when it looks like to be just a bright sunny day out. Oh, did he foul that next pitch, or is it a full? I thought it was a full count. Well, no, never mind. He grounds out. Ground ball to first. So yeah, who knows? I would say like open the roof if it's a very nice day out. You know, we can benefit from that. If it's a hotter day, then our fly balls go further, theoretically. Rob Refsnyder back on with the bat. He walked in the first inning. First pitch to him, strike one. Looking. However, he has not had a base hit all season, and he started the season as a DH. All right. And you look at ball two. Sorry, ball one. Well, you looked at ball two. Inside. Fastball. All right, the 2-1 fouled off. All right, 2-2. And it's another full count. Gore's pitch counts now at 48. Which would be just slightly above average. Oh, he looks at strike three. Called. I'm disabled, so I don't have a lot else to do. I'm sorry about that. Well, I hope if what you have to do today is watch the Mariners win a game, that's something to do. Cal Raleigh looks at strike one. The 0-1 in the dirt. All right, come on. The 1-1 to Cal is right at the top of the zone, and it's called strike. All right, the 1-2. Ball. That could have been a strikeout right there. And I think on a challenge, they might have gotten it by like an inch. The 2-2. And yeah, it's going to right. And it's a ground ball to shortstop. Mariners still have yet to get a hit. And we've not had a base runner since the first inning. It is kind of boring to just not see the Mariners hitting as well as, last season, where we rattled off just a lot of home runs. I know it's still very early in the season. But after, 12 games, we should be better than this. Wow. A Mariners um a Mariners farm pitcher played against the Astros, one of the Astros farm teams. I forget what their AAA team is. Oh crap. Refsnyder, run, 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 run! No way, did he rob that? Oh my god, Rob. Refsnyder just robbed a home run. Ooh, wow. He just sprinted right over there and jumped at the right time to rob a surefire home run. Wow. What an effort. Yeah, Brian was like, holy shit. Wow. Okay. Oh man, that could be that could be clipped by John Boy. Okay, maybe it's a good thing that the roof is closed so that it's colder and the balls won't travel far. At least here. It should be a relative. I think it's gonna be a nice day on Friday, so I think the roof could be open at T-Mobile Park. Wow. What a play by Rob Refsnyder. Okay, Ezekiel Duran. He's already had an 0-2 count. The 0-2 is going to be fouled off. The 0-2. Ooh. Just up high. Cheer up. The offense will come. I know. I know. I just have high expectations. And I'm impatient. The 1-2 is curveball to the side. Ball 2. All right. The 2-2, just strike him out right here. And he does! Strikeout for Brian Wu, swinging, and it's out number 2. The Rangers are now back at the top of their lineup. Nimmo. All right, the first pitch to Nimmo. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be another leadoff. Oh, it's a line drive to Julio. And he couldn't make the catch. Nimmo is going to get to second base off of that. So So Nimmo reaches base for the second time today. A near catch from Julio. Oh. All right. Up to bat is now Langford. With 1 on, 2 outs. All right. First pitch to Langford. Swing and a miss. Four-seamer right at the top of the zone. All right. Next pitch to Langford is a pop-up foul. I'm encouraged that all of their games have been fairly close. Yeah, our pitching is carrying this team. They're keeping us competitive. With a good starting rotation and a competent enough bullpen, we're saying it. Yeah, no blowouts. All right. The 1-2 is called. Yep, he did go. Strikeout. Pitch count is now at 30 for Bryan Woo. Already playing really well. Now out of the third. Fourth coming up. Yeah. No blowouts. Maybe I just expected more at the very start of the year. All right. One thing I do want to check. Yesterday, the Braves and the Angels had a fight. What I want to know is, was there anything that came out of it? So it looked like Soler was nearly thrown at. And a wild pitch advanced a runner, but after that, Soler didn't like that and just charged the mound, leading to an all-out brawl between both of those teams. It was wild. What I want to know is what come out. I know, like, Soler got ejected, and I think another guy got ejected. All right, the first pitch to Julio is going to be fouled back. So both of them, oh, he looks at strike 2. So, like, both of them got ejected. They were both throwing punches. It wasn't like pushing and shoving. It was an all-out brawl. All right, the 0-2 Julio. Sorry, I should be paying more attention to the game. And yeah, their pitcher got thrown out. Soler got thrown out. I would expect a suspension for both of them. All right, the 1-2 to Julio. Strikeout. Swinging. All right. First pitch to Rosarena is going to be fouled off. Maybe I'd want your opinion if KJ, you're still here. If punches were thrown in these fights from both these guys, they got ejected. How long would you expect their suspensions to be, and or fines? The 0-2 is low for Randy. Ball one. All right, come on, Randy. Let's get some production. The 1-2 pitch. The second I say that, strikeout. Oh, man. Up is Brendan Donovan. All right, the first pitch to Donovan just hits the side of the zone. Strike one. Honestly, that could have gone either way. Yeah, how many first pitch strikes has this man gotten? Really? That's a strike? Oh, yeah, that just nicked the zone. Yeah, that's a good call. We're not challenging that. You know, strike one, strike two. In the low. In the dirt. Ball one. All right. Let's see here. The 1-2 to Donovan. Oh, is it a check swing? He did go. They're gonna say that Donovan go, and yeah, Wilson is livid. Oh no, that's Dan Wilson's pissed. That was called a strike. We still can't get anyone on base. We just keep on striking out. If it were me, I want to send a message and make them very steep. Like a steep fine or a steep suspension. Or both. Both? Yeah. Makes sense. unfortunately, what makes sense isn't always what's done. Yeah, pretty much. But at the same time, baseball fights are kind of exciting. All right. Seager will look at ball one. Next pitch is in the dirt. But for ball two. All right. The 2-0 fouled back. All right. Ooh, yeah. Strike two. Barely nicks the zone. All right, the 2-2. Ooh, that just slider on the out zone. Full count. My first name means fighter, and I love a good fight, but it doesn't belong where sportsmanship is involved. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. 3-2. And, oh, great. We walk with a leadoff walk. All right. Berger will foul off the first pitch. Oh, man, that check swing. It got to about, like, it, like, checked swing, and it was, like, got to where it was, where the very tip of the bat was, like, right in the camera's face and low. That could have gone either way. Oh, well. All right. The 1-1 to Berger. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Oh, they're mentioning. Oh, they're mentioning that one time when Lou Piniella got ejected and he like threw his hat down and kept on kicking it. The 1-2 up high. All right. The 2-2. Just strike him out right here so we get some defensive momentum. Oh, it's going to be a ground ball to short. Steps on second, throws to first, double play. So we retired the leadoff walk, and it will be a 6-3 double play. Grounded right to Crawford, steps on second, throws to first. Nice job. I think we had like 2 double plays last night. All right. Bases are empty, 2 outs. Peterson up is going to pop this ball up to center field. Julio's right there to make that catch. And we are retired. Top of the 5th for the Mariners coming up. Halfway through this game, and our offense has not shown up. All right. Up to bat for the Mariners at the top of the fifth is Garver, and will foul off the first pitch. Did it hit the ump in the head? I couldn't tell. Oh, maybe it did. Come on. Just get some offensive momentum and get that pitch count high. Inside, called a strike. Mitch Garver. Yes, he's the former Ranger and a World Series champion. And we'll foul off this next pitch. All right. The 0-2 to Garver is, oh no, it's a check swing again. Oh no, he didn't go. Okay. Doesn't go. It was in the dirt as well. All right. The 1-2 to Garver. Fouled again. We need to get a hit. We need a base hit. The 1-2 to Garver is low in the dirt, but for ball 2. The 2-2 is a pop up into foul territory. Both guys are trying to make a play on it. Oh, and he drops it. He couldn't make the catch. Jansen was right there, was in and out of the glove, drops it, so it's going to be a foul ball. Okay, a lucky break for the Mariners. Jansen drops the ball in foul territory. Will remain a foul ball. And the 2-2. Yes! A base hit into left field. Garver is on base, and we finally get our first hit of the game at the top of the fifth. Our leadoff hit in the fifth. Thank you, Mitch. Up to bat now is J.P. Crawford. All right. First pitch is going to be low and outside for J.P. ball 1. All right, the 1-0 is in the dirt. Nearly a wild pitch. All right, next pitch, JP is going to be fouled off deep left. All right. Oh, very low. Oh, that's going to be a There's called the ball. The catcher's going to challenge. He actually might get it. That looked to be barely in the zone, and yep, it's going to be overturned. It is a strike. So it's going to be a 2-2 count for JP. I watched Pinella pull up bases and throw them onto the field, kick dart on the plate, and the umpires, because the umpire up one side and down the other, and then suddenly stopped and asked him how his wife and kids are doing. Yep, that sounds like Lou Piniella. JP strikes out. Now to bat is Connor Joe. All right. And Joe is going to foul off this one. It was all for show and to pump up the team. JP rips this one night to shortstop. It's going to be a double play. Connor Joe just grounded into a double play, and all the momentum is now completely freaking gone. Leadoff hit? Nope. Don't matter. Yeah, it's a wild Pinella story. Funny. All right. So, we're officially halfway through the game. Mariners had one leadoff hit. Unfortunately, Connor Joe would ground into a double play. Luckily, our defense has been playing really well, not allowing a lot of hits or base runners. An amazing home run robbery by Rob Refsnyder. Maybe that's fittingly enough. Maybe that's why his name Rob, just to rob home runs. Ooh. I mean, whoa. What is going on? Mariner just dropped for a second. Sorry about that. If it stuttered, let me know, because I just dropped some frames. All right, Carter's going to foul the first pitch. Woo's only had 2 strikeouts today. 8 flyouts, 1 ground out. The 0-1 to Carter, fouled off again. It's good? Okay, thank you. The 0-2. Inside. Strike 1. Next pitch. Ooh. Up and way inside. Nearly hits him. Ball 2. All right, the 2-2. Outside. I don't want to have another leadoff walk, even though it was grounded into a double play last time. I don't think we can allow much more. 3-2. Ooh, this one's fouled off. A lot of four-seamers from Woo today. Full count once again. Oh, it's going to be a line drive into center field. Yes! Julio's there to catch it. Out number 1. Sorry about that entry about Pinella. Should have read cuss up the umpires one side and down the other. All right, Jansen back up. And we'll look at strike 1 right down the middle of the zone. Okay. The 0-1 to Jansen. Swing and a miss. Four-seamer on the outside. All right. Yo 2 up high. All right. The 1-2. Oh, is going to be... Yeah, it's foul. A big pop-up. Goes foul. All right. The 1-2. Another pop-up. Foul. All right, the 1-2. It's a check swing. Doesn't go. Fastball at the top of the zone, and Dan Wilson is not happy with that. He's hot. He's not happy at all for these check swing calls. 2-2 count for Jansen. It's going to be a ground ball over to Donovan. Please make that throw. Bro, I know it's a long-ass throw, but can you not throw harder than that? So Jansen gets on first. It's on an infield single again. It's like he was trying to plant the foot. He had absolutely nothing coming from his legs. Not an error, just not really good thrown ball. Smith will swing and miss strike 1. He had that almost home run. Hopefully, we can get out of this inning really quick. Up high, 96, fastball. The 1-1. Oh, low, and he swings. Strike two. All right, the 1-2. Foul. Ground foul. All right, the 1-2. And it's hit hard into center field, and Smith is going to get on base. Jansen's going to reach to second. Throws to third. Just in case. So now there's 2 on with 1 out. All right. Yep, Mount Visit. For Garver and Wu. Rangers had 7 hard hit balls today. This is 19th pitch of the inning. Hopefully just 2 quick outs right here, or a double play. Would be great. Their number 9 hitter, Duran, is now up. If we can ground into a double play, that'd be great. Strike 1 called. Not even a check swing. That's fine. All right. Next pitch, swing and a miss for Duran. Upstairs. How much you want to bet? 3 balls are coming. Yep, there's 1 upstairs. A 1-2. It's going to be a pop-up foul. All right. Just quickly get about right here. Be it a strikeout or maybe a ground into another double play. And a timeout called by Wu. All right. Come on. The 1-2. There's going to be another hard hit ball, this time into left field. Bases are now loaded with 1 out. This is the worst case scenario. Guess who's coming up to the plate? Nimmo. Bases are now loaded for the top of the order. He had 24 pitches this inning and only had 1 out, and now bases are loaded. First pitch to Nimmo. It's right off the plate, ball 1. 1-0 to Nimmo. Fouled off. We just get a quick double play right here. We'd be out of this jam. A slow ground ball throwing to the plate is offline. It just went beyond his glove. Good going. Good going. A 2 RBI double because of a bad throw. You're a little late on that one, my guy. Because it was a bad throw. It was a short ground to Joe, and it was a very, very bad throw to Garver. Yeah, that's on you, buddy. You should have just, I don't know. You could have just like stepped on first at least to get one out, and then maybe throw to second to maybe get the double play. And now we shore up the infield for Langford. And we'll look at ball one. Looks like Matt Brash is in the bullpen warming up. All right. Looks at strike one. Wow. Why are we only at one out? We should be out of the inning. All right. Come on. 1-1. Up high. Ball two. All right. The 2-1 to Langford. Pop up. Foul. All right. The 2-2 pitch is low. Come on. Full count again. If he gets on base, Wu might be done. Please don't walk him. Just strike him out or pop up. We walked him. Bases are loaded again, and it's 1 out. We still can't do anything. When we're not pulling him, bases are loaded again, and guess who's up? Corey Seager. We can't get quick outs. First pitch of Seager's outside. Woo, you were doing so well. What happened this inning? One-zero is in the dirt. We also can't have a wild pitch, because that will score 1. 35 pitches this inning. Two zero, swing and a miss, strike 1. All right. Next pitch fouled off. Even count now at 2-2. It's still 1 out, by the way. The 2-2 is at least going to be a sac fly. And, yep. Duran is at third and just runs right home. So a sac fly brings up 2 outs, but does score 1. I forget who started this inning. Like how many guys we've gone through. So 2 on, 2 out. Come on. All right, the first pitch to Berger. Strike 1. They've gone through almost their entire lineup. This is their 8th batter this inning. This is pathetic. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The 0-2. And it's going to be a hard hit into center right field. All right, but Ref Snyder's right there to get him out. Oh my God. 8 batters and 3 runs off of that. That was terrible. Wu might not be coming back out of the game. We might be switching him. They figured us out, man. That was horrible. This is our no. We need to have positive momentum going against the Astros. Do appreciate y'all sticking around and watching. It was a pretty boring game until we loaded bases twice, and Texas ended up getting 3 runs out of that. Not ideal. And our offense has gotten, I think, 1 hit all game. And it was eventually grounded into a double play. But no, like, convincing hard hit balls. Did they pull Mackenzie Gore? What I hope that happens is that the Rangers bullpen just collapses. Just get like 5 home runs from the Mariners. And looks like Gore's not in the game. I think. Yeah, new pitcher Martin. Chris Martin. And Cole Young's he's gonna look at strike one that barely hit the zone, and we don't challenge. I think he could have had a chance. Come on, Cole Young. Low. Ball 1. All right, come on. Ooh. Inside. Fastball. Net. Oh, that could have been a called strike. Wow. Okay, it's official. Jorge Soler and Reynaldo Lopez have both been suspended 7 games for their fight last night. Wow, that's 7 games. All right. The 2-2 to Young. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. We're back at the top of order. Ref Snyder. We got to come back. We got to get some offensive momentum. We need guys on base and big hits. The 0-1. Sorry. Now it's an 0-1 pitch. Strike 1. Look at it. Next pitch, Ref Snyder. A hard hit ball into center field, and it's right in the glove. Right in the glove in center field. Because, of course, we can't have any nice things. Up comes Cal Raleigh. No one on base, 2 outs. First pitch to Cal is a long. It's going to be a pop up to second. 7 pitches. Sorry, 8 pitches, and we're already out of the 6th inning. And we still can't get a hit. We can't get a second hit. We've had 1. 1 hit through 6 innings. This is not sustainable. It's not good baseball. Not off to a good start at all. we could pick it up, but we need a winning series and some excellent momentum from here on out. One of our announcers is now wearing that nacho hat that the Rangers have. That looks so bad. All right. Yep, Wu is done for the day. Up is it's Jose Ferrer. And the first pitch, fastball inside. He had 3 runs, 1 earned run, but had only 2 strikeouts, and those were pretty early on. Swing and a miss for McCutchen is a pinch hitter. I was about to say switch hitter, but those mean 2 different things. And swing and a miss. I wish they could hire Ichiro as batting coach. You know what I do wish? I wish we could just bat better. One, two. Oh, this one's a pop up into foul territory. Garver's there, thankfully. Out number 1. See how quick that out was? Where was that in the last inning? Well, speaking of Ichiro, on Friday is the Ichiro replica statue night. That'll be the promo on Saturday. Up next is Carter. Ooh. I'm hearing news that the Astros pitcher that was starting today, likely he got pulled in the second inning, looking at a shoulder injury. Right shoulder tightness for Javier. So Astros could be injured to hell. It'd be injured quite a bit. Who knows what that's going to mean for them. The 1-2 is a hard hit ball. Oh, did JP actually catch that? He did. JP was right there. Right at second base. All right. No one out, 2 outs. Jansen now coming up once again. Look at strike 1. All right. And low. I think it was in the dirt ball one. Yeah. Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 2. The 1-2. Low and left. Low and outside. The 2-2. Upstairs just barely. Full count for Jansen. Next pitch to Jansen, fouled back. 98-mile-per-hour fastball. And 3-2, low and inside. We walk Jansen. All right. Smith is back up for the Rangers. And, oh, Jansen's taken off to second, and he got him! Jansen caught stealing, and we're out of the sixth. And Rangers are challenging? Are they going to challenge? All right. I don't know if that was going to be a challenge or if they decided not to. They went to commercial. All right. That is a massive chili dog. Or is that a chili dog or is that like no, or like a Philly cheesesteak? This is the boomstick. That is massive. And it looks like no challenge. No, Julio's up. And foul. Very long bomb. Just goes foul. Into left field. Luis Curvelo. Now up for the Rangers. Swing and a miss. Strike two. The 0-2. Up high. All right. The 1-2 pitch to Julio. Foul. All right, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. How many strikeouts have we gotten this game? we're really aggressive. All right, Randy Rosarena now coming up. Yesterday was his first game not reaching base this season. Hopefully that changes. And it's going to be a pop fly up to right field, short, shallow right field, and of course he goes out. 2 outs. All right, now Brendan Donovan. One base hit today. Can we just get a rally going? No, you're going to look at strike 1. Curveball. Next pitch is outside. All right, Donovan hits the bottom left corner of the zone. Looking. Strike 2. And the 1-2 is low in the dirt. Ball 2. All right. 2 outs, no one on. The 2-2 pitch to Donovan is a good hard hit ball. We've sent the exact minimum to the plate every single inning except for the first. That is pathetic. It was a ground ball to actually, I think it was a ground ball to first. It was nearly a ground ball to second, and then no one would actually cover first base, but the pitcher was pretty quick to get on it. Rangers still hold a 3-0 lead over the Seattle Mariners after a terrible 5th inning. Again, I do appreciate those of you who do stick around and supporting me, just live streaming all these games. I'm not doing it for any ads or any sponsorships. So any love you can send my way, like or subscribe, would be all the more appreciated. Anyways, I thank you all very much. Hopefully, 1 subscribe equals 1 base hit. All right. So we're now at the bottom of the 7th. I think Ferreira's probably going to stay out. So, best player of the game, I would say play of the game so far has been Rob Refsnyder robbing a home run in right field. An amazing effort by him. Our best hitter of the day somehow is Mitch Garver. I mean, he's literally our best hitter. He's just had 1 hit. No one else has had any. Couple walks from other guys, but it is not Ferreira at the mound. It is Bizardo. And a curveball outside is a called strike. All right, next pitch is going to be a line drive into right field, already given up a leadoff hit. Good going. It's like we've given up already. All right. Ezekiel Duran back up. And we'll look at ball one. Not good. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Oh. Oh, man. If by fat lady you mean Cal Raleigh in a wig. Pickoff attempt at first. He's safe. All right. Next pitch. Another hard hit ball. This time, it's going to be a double play. Good defense. It's 6-4-3. So just like that, we are at 2 outs after another ground into double play. And the Rangers are back at the top of their order. Nimmo. What the? The stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Is that what's going on? Alright. Looks at ball 2. It's a 2-1 count. I just got distracted. I have a... What? Alright. Oh, Nimmo's gonna... This one's a deep shot to center field. But Julio is gonna... Yeah. Julio's got it. Huh. Are we back? Well, is my... So I'm just figuring things out. Okay, this is interesting. I just had bitrate drop, and I've had quite a few dropped frames. And by quite a few, I mean like well over 2,000. Which is... It's about like 40 seconds of total dropped frames. I do apologize for that. I don't know what's going on. This is the first time it's happening. All right. AL West showdown against the Astros. I'm going to have a lot to say about that series once we get to it. Of course, Garver looks at the first pitch. So 10 of our next 13 games are going to be against AL West teams. Swings and miss. So it's been hard for this road trip against division rivals. These are like very key games for us. This could theoretically decide the playoffs if we get down to it. A low ball 1. The 1-2 looks at another strike 3. I'm now starting to get really pissed. Whoops, forgot to do that. All right, J.P. Crawford. We need a rally going, and we need to start it with you. And looks at strike 1. Oh, man. Oh my god, the exact same pitch, and you look at it. You dumbass. And the 0-2 is going to be a pop up to center field. It's actually pretty deep near the warning track, but it's going to be pop fly. Connor Joe back up. The first pitch is up high and inside. Ball 1. Oh, looks strike 1. Yeah, thank you very much, Jay Buhner. Quite a few caught lookings. And by quite a few, I mean like, it feels like 10. The 2-1 to Connor. Popped up into foul territory. The 2-2 to Joe fouled off yet again. Next pitch to Joe fouled off yet again. Two to Joe. It's going to be right to Duran, and the throw to first is in time. We are still scoreless, nearly hitless. And now we're 3 outs away from being shut out. That fat lady has been singing for a while. If by some crazy chance we score at least 4 runs in the ninth inning, I will actually eat my sock. All right. Gabe Spire is at the mound, and Langford is at the plate. Looks at ball one up high. Next pitch is a ground ball to first. The throw to Spire. Are you kidding me? Do not say he read. Yes, thank you. Thank you. He's out. I was going to be pissed if we already just gave up an infield single because we have really slow guys. Yep, no, he's out. Very clearly out. Corey Seager back up. And Donovan actually tried to get it, but is into the crowd. All right. He goes around. Good. Called check swing. Better be careful saying that socks don't taste good. I know. A punishment for my incompetence and not really believing in us coming back against this team when our hitting has been terrible. The 1-2. Oh my God. We actually struck him out. We struck out Seager. Wow. All right. Berger is back up. And yep. Didn't even need to try check swing. Of course he went. Remember when we had Justin Turner for a little bit a couple years ago? Oh, swing and a miss for Berger, strike two. Yo, 2. Swing and a miss for Berger. We retire the side, but we're 3 outs away from getting shut out. So I think it's Young, Refsnyder, Raleigh. So at the very least, we need one base runner. All right. If this game somehow goes into the bottom of the ninth, I will be absolutely amazed. But we need at least one base runner in order to make that possible. All right. First pitch to Young is low and looks at it. Strike one. Cole Winn is back up. Is going to be closing today. Cole Young's second pitch is going to be fouled away. All right. Upstairs fastball for Young. Ball one. The 1-2 to Young. He actually breaks this one, and it is going to be a fair ball. Our second base hit of the day comes in the top of the ninth. We have a leadoff hit. And now Ref Snyder. Oh, no, Ref Snyder's not in. Is it Rayleigh pinch hitting? A pinch hitter's in for Ref Snyder. Is it Rayleigh? Yes, it is Luke Rayleigh. All right. The first pitch to Rayleigh is fouled. So the game-tying run is due next, and he could theoretically tie this game if Rayleigh also gets on board. The 0-1 fouled again. All right. The 0-2 outside. Ball one. All right. Come on. Come on, Rayleigh. The 1-2 is low and in the dirt. Even count. Not quite enough. Not quite enough to think about getting to second. But a walk would still be pretty good. Next pitch to Rayleigh. Swing and a miss. Strikes out. One away and only one on. So now Raleigh is not. He's not the game-tying run. Now Julio represents the game-tying run. However, Raleigh needs to get on base. First pitch in the dirt. Nearly gets away from him. All right, next pitch. Ooh, fouled. Excuse me. Would love to have his second home run right here. The 1-1 to Cal. Low. He's ahead. 2-1 to Cal is just fouled. And now we're at an even count. All right, come on, the 2-2. Inside, full count for Cal. If he gets on base, then Julio will represent the game-tying run. Timeout for Cal. The 3-2 is cracked into left field drop. No, it's not. Langford was right there, and it doesn't even advance Young. All right, now we're at our final out. Julio's now up. Hard hit ball into right field. And that will do it. Unfortunately, Mariners get shut out for the second time in this road trip. And we get shut out. We get swept for the first time this season. The Astros will come into town on Friday. As for, once again, the pitching could theoretically do its job, but our hitting, well, you can't win a game when you get 2 hits. You cannot win a game when you get 2 base hits and no extra bases. The only time we reached second was when we walked. When we walked 2 guys up in the very first inning. We didn't get our first hit until the top of the 5th. We didn't get our second hit until the top of the 9th. And a terrible, terrible 5th inning. Just completely undid all our momentum. And now momentum is seemingly all but gone. But we got a homestand, a 4-game series against, I would say, our most hated rival, the Houston Astros. I will see you guys then on Friday around 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully you can join me in completely dunking on the Astros and taking out all our frustrations. Until then, hope you guys have a really good day. Hope you have a really good rest of the day. God bless. Take care. Goodbye.